Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will serve you the tea. You know what time it is? Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Well, first, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out to my family during this time. I read your messages. I can't respond to everyone, but your love and support means the world to me. It's an unfortunate situation, and right now I can't say too much, but I will say when the time is right, I will share my story with everyone. And for now, they're just allegations, so we will continue to push forward.
Push. You got to push. You want to.
Child, the Housewives of Potomac has me stressed out. I'm over here.
I'm steady trying to find the motive. Why do what I do?
First, Karen Huger gets locked up. Then Wendy Osefo, and now Mia Thornton. What the helly? What is going on over there in Potomac? So today we're diving into a major update in the story of Wendy Osefo, star of the Real Housewives of Potomac, and her husband, Happy Eddie. They're facing serious fraud charges, and we're going to break it down step by step so you feel fully up to speed. Grab your notes, grab your tea. But before we do all of that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. So quick context for anyone who may have missed part of this: Wendy Osefo joined RHOP in season 5 and built a persona as a brilliant academic commentator, mom of 3, etc. But in April 2024, the Osefo home in Maryland was reported as burglarized while they were on vacation in Jamaica. They claimed luxury items, designer bags, jewelry, etc. were all stolen. But authorities later alleged red flags. Items reported stolen were found returned for refunds before the burglary. Social media photos showed Wendy wearing a ring that had been reported missing, and the burglary scene itself just did not check out. No motion alarm alerts. The windows was awkward for a burglar. None of the neighbors' cameras caught anything. It just didn't make any sense.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
So on October 9, 2025, Wendy and Eddie were arrested in Maryland. Wendy indicted on 16 charges, including felonies, and Eddie on 18. They posted roughly a $50,000 bail and were released while the case moves forward in court. Now here's what's new. Prosecutors are now alleging that Wendy and Eddie have approximately 40 credit and debit cards under not only their names, but different business names and even aliases like Pam Oliver and Eddie Hennessy to allegedly mask their identity. Ain't no way this man is a Nigerian scammer doing all this. Now, according to the publication The Baltimore Banner, prosecutors are seeking additional financial records of Real Housewives of Potomac star Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie Osefo that they say will show a pattern of excessive spending and support a motive of their criminal fraud case, new court filings now show. Defense attorneys for the Osefos have said Carroll County prosecutors were on a fishing expedition in seeking new banking records for the couple who were indicted last month for allegedly staging a burglary at their Finksburg home in order to claim losses. They want the subpoenas quashed, but prosecutors responded saying the Osefos have approximately 40 credit and or debit cards, some of which are believed to be in companies' names, and have in other instances used the aliases Pam Oliver and Eddie Hennessy in a deliberate attempt to mask their identity. Prosecutors also say Wendy Osefo falsely denied using PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App to pay for jewelry. The state anticipates seeing purchases as well as returns on the financial records, prosecutors wrote. Additionally, the state expects such documents to show a pattern of excessive spending, supporting motive in this case. The state avers that insurance fraud is a financial crime, and in that, the amount of debt owed by the Osefos jointly, individually, and by the businesses that they own is highly relevant to their motive. Wendy and Eddie are trying to make it seem like this is all fluff, but it looks like the state has a lot of supporting exhibits. Now, Eddie Osefo's attorney, Joseph Murtha, said Wednesday evening that the requests were overly broad and strangely timed, and that prosecutors were looking for something they haven't figured out after 18 months of investigating. He said authorities hadn't talked to the Osefos from the time of the break-in until they were charged criminally. Wendy Osefo's attorneys, Murtha, Jeremy Eldridge, and Clarissa Lindsay, said in a statement Thursday afternoon that police failed to properly investigate the initial burglary despite clear clear indications of a break-in, displaying clear bias against the Osefo family. The lawyer said the public release of the family's private financial details serves no lawful purpose and called the allegations that the Osefos have used aliases on financial applications false and misleading. According to these attorneys, such names were used for the delivery of packages following their lawful purchase to safeguard the identities of very public figures. Circuit Court Judge Brian De Leonardo said he would take up the dispute over the subpoenas at a status hearing on December 2nd.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all.
So with the defense fighting the way that they're fighting right now, there are certain questions that loom. Now, with the court filings and evidentiary motions, we need to know, will the defense succeed in suppressing evidence based on the alleged unlawful searches and seizures? As well as the discovery phase, prosecutors are requesting extensive financial records. Those may reveal patterns of spending, business debt, which could be motive. Then we have a potential plea or settlement. Often in white-collar cases, someone may seek a plea deal. So will the Osefos negotiate? Right now, they're playing the game of deny, deny, deny. I didn't do this stuff. This was not me, y'all. Now, investigators served search and seizure warrants, Gmail accounts, Instagram accounts, Apple ID data, records from Ring or ADT home security systems, bank statements from Ally, American Express, Capital One, and luxury retailers like Van Cleef, Louis Vuitton, Saks, and Ascot. Now, one very telling email was from Eddie to Wendy on April 12, 2024, and he asked, are there any additional high-value items that we can add to the inventory listing, like Chanel shoes, etc.? I'm trying to get the total to exceed $423,000, which is our policy maximum. So as of right now, we don't really know how all of this will pan out for the couple. However, for the reality TV ecosystem, the Real Housewives franchise has had several legal controversy issues with cast members. However, when it comes to the cast of Potomac, it seems like they done it all.
I just got out of jail. Now Wendy's going there. What the hell? We taking turns over here? Like, I don't want no parts, okay? This is why my ass is minding my business in Atlanta, okay? I had enough. You know what? I will take my butt back to the strip club and make my dollar. For heaven's sake.
A few moments later.
How you doing? I'm Officer Hunt, City of Atlanta Police. You know you have a warrant, correct? Okay. You know what it's for? Cool. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is I'll take you back to our precinct, finish doing my paperwork, and once that's done, you have a cell phone?
No, I sent it.
Okay. So we'll go back to the precinct. I'll do my paperwork, and once that's done, then I'm going to transport you to Thornton County. Okay. So we just have a holding cells. We don't have like jail, just holding cells in our precinct. Okay? Okay. If you want to, you can throw your shoes on. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead from real fast. Thank you. Good time. You want your hands? Excuse me. You want your hands? Hold on. Relax for a second. Relax. You want your hands this way, or you want your hands turn inside like you're praying? You want this way? What's your way more comfortable? Okay. Let's. Okay. All right. That's fine. We'll go that way.
You going to jail. You're going to jail.
Mia Thornton was arrested at an Atlanta airport after authorities discovered that she had an active warrant in Georgia for felony theft by taking. According to the affidavit, Mia and a co-tenant allegedly moved out of their fully furnished condo in the middle of the night and took roughly $11,000 worth of furniture and a flat screen TV that belonged to the landlord, who lived all the way out in China. The property manager provided photos and invoices showing the missing items, which led to the warrant. She was booked on a $2,500 bond. Child, we all thought Potomac was a little uppity, child, but it seems like they get ratchet. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on with Wendy Osefo and also Mia Thornton? Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Once again, thanks for watching, but before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of our new episodes.